everyone, and welcome to the 66th episode of the Poorly Planned Podcast. My name is Benedict. You may know me better as BHL Hudson. Here we talk about movies, TV shows, a bunch of nonsense. With me as always is my friend, co-host, and Christmas Day buddy, because this pod is going up on Christmas Day.
Oh, is it? Dang.
Freddy, deck the halls.
You best believe I will.
Why do I sound like a radio host? God, deck the halls, Freddy. It's Christmas Day today.
Can we get a song? No? All right.
So, today, this episode is pre-recorded, but it's going up on Christmas Day because Christmas.
Because Christmas.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I forget, do you celebrate Christmas the 24th or the 25th?
I'm a 25th man myself.
That's where we're going to have a problem.
See, in Denmark, you celebrate it on the 24th. But I'm half American, and you know American
so you could totally do both times. I don't know why you don't take advantage of this hybridity you've
got. My
got.
parents.
Excuse me, we're doing it tomorrow? Oh, and tomorrow morning.
Because you can't do stockings if you do it on the 24th.
Yes, you can?
Then you put stockings up on the 23rd? Like some asshole?
Well, I don't know what you guys have been doing, but it's common occurrence that we're doing Advent stockings. So we got our stockings up every time, and then the stockings get filled every Sunday.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
God, what's wrong with you?
I get many presents.
No, you do one stocking. The 24th, you put it up on the 24th, and Santa comes and puts stuff in your stocking.
Well, the thing is, okay, life spoiler.
Okay.
For our pod listeners here.
Oh, God.
I am Santa on Christmas. Genuinely, I dress up as Santa.
Yeah. There are many good pictures of Freddy dressed up as Santa for Christmas.
So we don't do the stockings thing. We're like, we do the stockings, but we don't do it the way you do it. The weird way.
You just insulted every listener. So, today we're just going to argue for an hour.
On how to do Christmas right.
Today we're doing our best and worst of 2020 episode. Now, I always look forward to these episodes because they're very enjoyable to do. However, this year...
I'm not feeling you today.
we're in a bit of a pickle because I've personally only seen... I think 7 movies this year.
I've seen way less than that.
I've seen 2 of them with you, so
yeah.
I think you've seen you've seen 4. At least you've seen Bad Boys for Life.
Yes.
The Gentleman. Vaughn is a killer.
Vaughn is a killer.
That's just a statement of fact. And there was one other.
I saw the new Liam Neeson movie.
New Mutants as well. Liam Neeson.
The new Liam. I've watched 5.
Damn.
I watched a movie you haven't watched.
Which movie is that?
It's really bad. It's as you would expect for any Neeson movie.
Yeah.
It's what happens? Oh, so he's a bank robber.
It's called like Good Criminal or something.
Honest Thief.
Yeah. God, that was such a
decent murderer.
Remember we saw the trailer for that.
It was really terrible.
Why'd you see that?
It was with my family.
In the cinema?
Yeah.
Why would you, of all the...
Because my dad is a huge Neeson fan, but we just, in the middle of the movie, we looked over each other, we just shook our heads, we're like, this is just not cutting it.
It's also, the cinemas closed like a couple weeks ago, so that was like the last cinema experience you may ever have.
Ever in the world.
We're going to do our best, though. So we're going to actually be talking about a bunch of movies we haven't seen. I just have a list of a ton of movies from 2020, and we've seen, like 5 or 7 of them, but we're just going to pick out some of the ones that, maybe will fit. So, First of all, best movie, no-brainer, The Gentleman.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Easy win for just British culture.
British culture won tonight. It was, genuinely, one of my favorite movies of all time. So good. You say you watched it the other day?
Not the other, that was like 4 weeks ago.
Was that 4 weeks ago?
Yeah, man. I think this is the one movie that I saw this year. Actually, not. Tenet as well was really good. But I think this was the main one where even if every other movie had come out this year as planned, I think this would still be near the top of my top 10 list. Like, it's that good. It was fun. Oh, yeah. Just it was delightful.
So good. Some of the nuttiest and most sneaky performances in the world.
Yeah.
Buenos tardes, Village.
I've never seen Grant be sneakier or nuttier.
Well, you haven't seen Bridget Jones.
Fair. And every performance is great. It's very stylized and fast-paced and fun and exciting. And very funny, too. Everything you want in... it's a movie that, it's a bit Key and Peele-esque, where it's genuinely good on its own, but we also have a lot of fun.
Exactly.
Talking about it. So, just brilliant time overall.
So good.
The worst movie award.
Okay.
I'm gonna... Okay, well, my mom texted me, "Did you get to Freddy's?" Which is a bit funny because I got here like 2 hours ago. So if I hadn't got here, I don't know what she's thinking. Let me just real quick.
Just write no to her.
Never write back.
Just send the middle finger emoji. Worst movie.
So
there's been some stinkers.
Let's see. Bloodshot apparently wasn't great. Doolittle. That's gotta be up there. Remember the...
Well, see, I'm so sad that we haven't seen these movies because I think Doolittle... Have you seen Doolittle?
No. Why would I have seen Doolittle without you?
Babe.
What a wholesome moment on the pod.
I looked him in the eyes. It was just pure love.
What I meant by that was that I would only ever see that movie with you.
You!
But that one's presumably horrendous.
I feel like we would have a lot of fun with it, though.
We would. I haven't seen Like a Boss, but just based on the title, it's probably one of the... I think it has Tiffany Haddish in it. Apparently there was a movie that came out in like around the start of the pandemic called Corona Zombies. So that's probably one of the worst films ever made.
Yeah, that's not very tasteful, is it?
Yeah, extremely distasteful and clearly just trying to capitalize on the thing. So that's probably up there. Greyhound. Oh no, that's what's it called? Why am I thinking Adam Sandler? Tom Hanks.
Very interchangeable.
Is
one's like an Oscar-winning actor, the other is Tom Hanks.
He's like a pilot or something. I've seen the poster. So, Unhinged. It's where Russell Crowe is a psychopath. We talked about this one.
Yeah.
He
classic Russell.
Absolute a doozy from Russell.
A doozy.
The New Mutants would probably be up there as well for the worst. Also,
I've seen Borat 2 as well. Never mind.
Oh, you've probably seen more than me.
Yeah.
I also want to say Cats and Dogs 3, Paws Unite came out. I used to be a huge fan of Cats and Dogs and Cats and Dogs 2, Kitty Galore. So, I can't believe that I missed that this movie came out. Those are two of the best movies of the early 2000s. So, that's upsetting. Freaky would also probably be the best movie of the year.
Going back to the previous category. The Devil All the Time is something I want to watch, but I haven't gotten around to it.
I also want to watch. It looks pretty good. It's Tom Holland's like doing an accent.
Yeah. Tom does.
It's like a thriller, I think.
Pattinson's like a crazy southern weirdo.
Right.
Just normal
as
Pattinson.
You'd expect. Also, apparently Mulan was terrible.
Well, I think because what the Disney, like original Disney version of Mulan, what it's got going for it is Eddie Murray.
Eddie Murray.
Eddie Murray. You know, the donkey actor.
Yes, its most famous role.
I think it is, isn't it?
It's probably the one he made the most money from, to be fair.
Yeah.
I just closed the tab on Freddy's computer and it goes to Jake Johnson Knows Below. Google image search. Go ahead, sorry. Mulan. Eddie Murphy.
And the songs.
Yeah.
And this one has neither.
I thought it looked interesting, but
I think it might... I think because people are comparing it to the original Mulan. I think on its own it might be alright.
Maybe.
I don't know, I haven't seen it.
That's not what I've heard. I don't know.
What have you heard?
I mean, this
with
is
your
just
sources.
Talking about things I've heard. Now, this is a category I've thought of just now, which I really love.
That's going to be terrible.
Movie title that describes Frederick. So,
Borat 2.
We have
Unhinged.
The Invisible Man. First of all, Fat Man. Then we have The Empty Man.
The Empty Man, okay.
Unhinged.
The Crudes. the Twoods.
The Toods. Because it's the Crudes too.
Is that something you've come up with? Or is that...
It's something I did in a previous episode, and you said that's the worst thing you've ever said.
Oh, okay.
Still, for some reason, makes me laugh hysterically. The idea of the Crudes 2 being called the Toods.
The Toods.
It's actually the worst joke anyone's ever made, and for some reason, it always cracks me up.
So what did you watch this weekend? Oh, I just watched the Toods.
Rent a Pal. That's something you would probably do.
Rent a girlfriend. Rent a pal.
That's why I included it. And an American Pickle. That describes you. Again, I haven't seen it. I have no idea what it's about.
I don't know.
I'm sorry if it's about some like horrible tragedy, but I can't imagine.
You strike me as a Scoob.
Sorry, I think you need to say Scoob! Exclamation point.
I think I might say Magic Camp.
I also included that to make fun of you. I was gonna say that sounds like something you would do.
You bastard.
Okay, well now we're at a bit of a
Well, so which one am I? I don't get to decide this.
fat man, obviously.
Okay.
No, you've been hitting the gym.
No. Jay, I've let myself go since we come back here.
I can.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Well, I'll be honest. We're at a bit of a crossroads here because I don't have any more categories. So.
Don't you? Don't you really?
He's pointing to a picture of Jake Johnson everywhere.
All right, best beard.
Nice, good save.
Thanks.
Or should we also say best stash as well?
I just don't. Yeah. Well, I think Borat would win that one. In fairness.
Oh, that's true. Okay, best beard.
I have to say, a top contender for me at least is Raymondo.
Right.
Raymond Smith. He's got a nice beard. It fits him.
It's styled. It's
beautiful. I kind of want to lick it.
It is majestic. I'll give you that. Why would you do that?
Why would you threaten me live on the pod?
Crow, I think, has a beard in Unhinged.
Crow.
Russell.
Oh.
Which Crow do you think I'm talking about? God, look at him. He's so unhinged. Look at this screenshot. Every single image from the movie Unhinged.
Well, can I just say, I'm still rattled by the fact that you just turned to me saying, Russell!
If you look up the movie Unhinged, every single image of Crow looks like he's constantly like being stabbed in the foot or something. He's so... Look at it. Look at the screenshot. Crow literally looks like he wants to eat your eyeballs. But on topic, what a beard.
That's a good beard. It's a good beard. What other beards are there?
Oh,
Does Cavill still have his beard in Enola Holmes?
Enola Holmes. Have you seen that?
Nay. Oh,
Is that? Oh, I thought that was Cavill's stash, but that's some other dude.
No, that's Finnick from the Hunger Games.
Oh, I actually like that guy. Jingle Jangle, A Christmas Journey. I believe Keegan has some kind of facial hair in this.
Key. Just the same pictures.
Oh, look at the Key beard.
Oh my god.
It looks really fake.
It does.
It doesn't like
it
go.
is.
It comes out of his earlobe.
I think it's just like blood veins that have darkened coming out of his ear.
This can't be a real beard from Keegan Michael Key.
No.
Although he can grow a beard. And
yeah, but he's got a lot of gray in his beard.
Key beard.
I don't think that's gonna come up when you just say
Keegan beard. How hard is it to find a picture of Keegan Michael Key's beard? Yeah, he can grow.
See, it's got some gray.
Yeah.
Oh god. Unhinged.
Just looking at Keegan's face makes you think unhinged. Well, I think it's got to go to Unhinged. Oh no, Fat Man, obviously.
Fat Man. Well, again, we haven't seen these movies, so out of the movies we have seen,
Raymundo, probably. Best accent. Now, we've got some good contenders here. We have every character from the New Mutants. Remember, what's her name? Magic Hand. She's like, hello, I'm Russian, and I hate you for no reason, because I'm...
of course, because I'm Russian.
Yeah. And then there's classic Southern Texas boy. My daddy worked in the mines.
My daddy done did work in the mines.
And now I'm scared of the mines.
And now the mines.
The mines.
That's all he says in the movie.
Wasn't his like...
The mines!
His fear was just like... vaguely just mine shafts. Like, remember when they were all having their terrifying visions, and his was just like walking down a mine. It's like, when are you ever gonna be in a mine?
Yeah,
mine shaft?
like shut up.
Like the other.
I know your daddy worked in the mines,
but that doesn't.
But you ain't gonna go get back in the mines.
Like the other guy, the like bigger guy. His fear was burning his girlfriend alive. I'm like, yeah, you could do that again.
What was? Oh, I'd pay to see that.
No.
Go on.
That could happen.
What was his name?
Alberto. Who else had? I don't think anyone else had an accent in that movie, but yeah, but those two were horrendous.
Macy was a wolf.
But she had her natural Scottish accent, didn't she?
She doesn't. Is she Scottish?
No. Yeah.
No. She doesn't have a very Scottish accent.
Well, I think she was Scottish in that movie. English. Huh. The more you know.
She did have an accent.
Yeah. So everyone had a accent in that movie. Who else had a? Someone must have had an accent
In Gentleman.
Smith and
Bad Boys for Life.
Yes.
I don't think so.
That's a really long way to get to nothing. In Raymondo as well. I mean, Fletcher.
Jeez, that's disappointing. That's a good accent.
But that's just his accent, really. Isn't it? He has a pretty thick, like, Scouser accent. That's not a Scouser.
He's Irish, isn't he?
Yeah. So he's probably fair enough.
He can't say the T. He can't say the T's like a normal person.
Yeah. No,
that's on a ting, you know.
That's a pretty good Pharaoh.
Thank you. Jeez, that's not disappointing.
And Borat obviously has an accent.
Well, okay, hear me out.
Okay.
Does it count as an accent if you play a teenage girl, Bond style?
That's more of an impression.
Okay.
But I came up with the perfect answer.
Okay.
And you haven't seen the movie, but I think you'll love it.
Okay.
It's what's his name? Poirot in Tenet has one of the most horrific accents I've ever heard.
What accent is it?
He has a Russian accent. He might be from like Ukraine or something, but he has a Russian accent. And it's the most cartoonish and takes you... I mean, you settle into it, but for such like a serious movie, it really takes you out of it when he shows up. He's like... Do svidaniya, comrade. He basically does that. And then he also... I don't think we ever talked about Tenet, so here's a great moment to talk about it. Spoilers for Tenet, by the way. Okay, 2 things that I think you would love about this movie. Can I spoil it for you?
Yeah.
Okay, 1... And they're both, generally...
They're both Poirot related.
They are. But generally a very, very good movie. But one horrific moment was when Poirot... We're talking about Kenneth Branagh, by the way, in case you don't know. He's having this, like, villain scene where he's being really evil. And he's the villain, yeah. And he's beating up his wife. And so it's a very, like, serious, intense scene. And then he kicks her. And he does this thing where Kenneth, he goes... Yeah! And it just... Like, it's such a intense, like, serious scene, and it made me, like, almost burst out laughing in the cinema, because it's just such an over-the-top, and such a serious movie. He just goes, hey-ya! And then his death, I think you would really enjoy.
Okay.
It's at the end of the movie, she ends up killing him, and then, she shoots him twice, and then she's pushing him over the deck of his boat, like, into the water to drown. So I think he's still alive. And then as he's falling, instead of hitting the water, he does the classic where then he hits the side of the boat, so it goes like, and he just like flops in the water. It's very good and very brutal.
Classic Poirot.
It's an excellent moment. So yeah, I think you would enjoy those. Let me see if I can find, because it's probably out on digital now. Tenet villain, Tenet scene.
It's the really like mind-bending one, right?
Yeah, it's about time travel and all this stuff. Tenet.
Kenneth Branagh.
Oh man, I really wish I could find this moment for you.
Let's just search up Tenet, Kenneth Branagh death.
Yeah, here it is. Look at it. Look at Kenneth. He's like a floppy fish.
Oh my god. You know, Kenneth felt that in every bone in his body.
They did that for They insisted they did. Look at Kenneth's face right here. He looks like he's.
Well, surely he's dead.
He's breathing there.
No,
and then she slides him on some sunscreen, and then look at him. Good dunk.
Cladunkers. Cladunkers went the Brenneth.
Oh god, we're only 20 minutes in.
Oh.
Okay. Let's look at the other for some inspiration.
Let's see here.
Because we can't really do best performance, worst performance, because we only have like 5 movies to choose from.
We can still do that, though.
The Big Willie Style Award.
Okay. Well, it's got to go to one of the movies that he's not in.
Well, he's only been in Bad Boys for Life, so I'm going to give it to Martin Lawrence.
So I'm going to give it to Will Smith's son in that. God, what a terrible, terrible movie.
Yeah, that wasn't great. Let's do best performance.
Okay. Best performance.
And it can't be from The Gentleman.
But that's probably what the best performance is.
Fine. But then try to think of a second place as well.
Okay.
But who's the best in The Gentleman? How about that's a challenge?
That is quite challenging, honestly. I like McConaughey, but he's very... It doesn't seem like it took a lot of effort for him.
He's doing what he kind of normally would
exactly.
do.
He's doing what he knows.
Grant, I think, is the most exceptional because...
It's just out of character for him.
Well, yeah, true story. I was sitting down to watch this with Mama Hudson and Papa Hudson.
Mm-hmm. And then he walked into the room.
And Mama Hudson, she was like, to be honest, I don't really like Hugh Grant because he always plays the same like character. And then after the movie, she was like, I was really impressed with Hugh Grant. He wasn't what I was expecting. No, I was like, Grant.
Yes, Grant.
So he's up there. But everyone's good in that movie.
Yeah.
Especially Bugsy Malone.
Big Dave. Oh.
Big Dave. I like I can't even remember his name now, but I like the actor because he shows up in like every movie. Big Dave.
He's in Sherlock Holmes as well.
He's in like Edgar Wright's movies. He's in dude that dude, gentleman, Big Dave actor. Eddie Marsan. He's in every fucking movie. This dude.
The World's End. Abigail. Still Life. Hancock.
Atomic Blonde. Deadpool 2. Like he just Fast and Furious. Hobbs and Shaw.
Jack the Giant Slayer.
He shows up in just absolutely everything. This dude. Beaver Vendetta. Mission Impossible. Yeah, good on him. Worst performance. The main girl in the New Mutants. I don't want to pick on her.
Yeah, she was really. But goddamn.
No, we don't like to be. We like to be playfully.
Hear me out. Martin Lawrence was horrific.
We like to be playfully mean here, but we don't like to. I don't like to pile on. The main girl from New Mutants. She was not.
She was not great. That movie in itself was just not the best, was it?
No. Birds of Prey, by the way, also a good movie. I just realized we forgot to mention.
I haven't seen that. I really want to watch it. I'm a big Harley fan.
She's quite good in it. That's a pretty good performance as well. I wouldn't say Kenneth is worst performance because his performance is in general quite good, but those two moments did lead to it.
I'll say Neeson's performance in Great Burglar is it's not great. It's very mediocre Neeson, but the movie it's just so bad.
But Neeson, he's the same character in everything.
He is.
I think best performance might have to go to Russell Crowe in Unhinged. So I think he really just acted like himself in that movie.
Well, have you seen it?
No. God, what do you take me for?
I've never watched that without you.
Russell.
How about most cringe moment in a movie?
Any movie I saw with you? Just the whole thing?
Not the movie, just the atmosphere. You haven't seen Borat 2, have you?
Did you say Borat 2?
No, Borat.
No, I have not.
Borat 2. So you know how a lot of the scenes are filmed without, like with...
yeah.
Whoa. Let me tell you, there's, like, we shouldn't get political or anything here.
Oh boy.
But do you know the scene I'm going to talk about here?
Is it the Rudy Giuliani scene?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know about it?
Yeah, of course I know about it.
That I was watching that, I was like, oh my, because knowing that was filmed without him knowing it, I was like, Jesus Christ.
That's disappointing.
I was sitting there like with my fingers over my eyes. I was like, no.
He claims he was adjusting his mic pack or something, which is
why is his mic pack in his
classic Rudy? Bro, that man is. Let's not get political.
Yeah.
But, I have to say something that I would consider like the most cringe thing that like I basically can't watch it, even though it's not cringe because it's bad, but that kind of public stuff, like even Nico Amalana.
Yes.
The YouTube prankster.
Ring Saeed.
I love most of his videos. Some of them I just can't watch because like public pranks, they cringe me out. It doesn't, I can't deal with it. I don't know why.
I feel you.
Stuff like that with Borat as well. Even though Borat's great, but some of the scenes like I just like.
No, I think it's so like insane that they've actually managed to do it. But I'm still like at the same time I'm sitting there like, oh my god, no way, Borat, you did not. And then he runs in, and I guess you'll have to bleep this, but this is a direct quote from the movie. He
says she's too old, or.
He's like, yeah, she's too old for you, but then also, you can come or something.
Yeah, I'm going to bleep that.
Yeah, please.
I would also put up After We Collided for worst film, worst performance, and most cringe moment, because
all of them.
God damn, that movie is absolutely god awful. So I think we talked about it. It's this like romantic teen movie. I saw it against my own will, and it was
toothpicks were put over my eyes, and I could not close.
Basically, God, yeah, trash. Sorry, that was really mean. Like seconds after me saying like, yeah, we don't like to be mean here, and I just lean back, trash.
Absolute garbage.
God, making movies is so easy. Let's see.
What are some other ones? We've got
Best Buddy Dynamic.
Best Buddy Dynamic. I think
I don't think I can go to Lawrence.
I don't think the Buddy Dynamic was way off. Maybe Worst Buddy Dynamic.
But we're gonna have to give it to the gentleman again, which I hate.
Yeah.
Because we're just gonna give every award to the gentleman.
Hear me out.
Okay.
It was a very, very short scene, but the fuck scene.
The fuck scene.
The most bromance moment ever.
Who are we talking between?
Raymond Smith and Jeez, that disappointment.
Well, they had other scenes together.
Yeah, but like the one where Fahuk's in the trunk.
Yeah.
And they're standing there. He's like, it's spelled like Fahok, so it's pronounced like Fahok, and he's saying, so it's Fahok. Yeah, something like that, Fahok. And they're saying
That's pretty
it's
sad.
a mutual understanding. Is there anything else?
Birds of Prey has kind of a buddy dynamic between the main. They're very good together, but it's just
what characters are in Birds of Prey? It's obviously
Black Canary.
Poison Ivy.
No, the Huntress, played by an actress who I really like, I can't remember the name of right now.
But she's my favorite. I don't know her.
I've never seen her before. And some police officer, but they're all quite good together.
Okay.
That movie has quite a few problems, but actually some of their moments did feel a bit forced. Like they're generally good together, but then at the end they have the scene in a diner where they're like, "Oh, something about my character trait. Like I'm the serious one, and I'm the funny." And it's kind of like some of it feels a bit forced, but generally, I realize I'm way far away from the mic right now. Generally,
we haven't heard what you've said the last 10 minutes.
quite good.
I'll say also it's not really a buddy dynamic, I guess, but like the father-daughter dynamic in Borat 2, as much as I hate to say it, is actually weirdly wholesome at times.
I've heard that. Yeah.
Like the actress is really, really like.
She's like the breakout star.
Yeah, she's really good in it. It's yeah.
As opposed to all the other actors. As opposed to Rudy, who was supposed to be the breakout star of that movie. Best. What was I looking at? Biggest clown.
Well, just morph that with the Big Willie Award, and then.
It's the Big Willie Style Award. You just call it the Big Willie Award. That sounds a bit odd.
Unhinged again.
Just cut to his face just like that in the trailer.
And then just a medal floats onto him. Big Willie.
So biggest clown besides Big Willie Style.
Maybe Martin Lawrence.
Oh my god, this is turning to terrible trash.
I feel like these Christmas ones always do.
I feel lightheaded right now. I feel like that's not a good thing. Best movie title, I think should go to the Tudes. Personal creation on that one. Weirdest sex scene, a recurring. Lawrence, I think he doesn't actually. That's the problem. He doesn't get it on, and then at the end of the movie, his wife is like, well, no, it's implied. His wife is like, let's get it on. I think to Smith.
and Lawrence looks directly at Smith and says, "You're the governor."
Okay, how about this movie you wish you had seen on this list? I have
I think Unhinged. Okay.
The King of Staten Island. Apparently it wasn't great, but I saw the trailer for that and I thought it looked really good. It's like a comedy drama with, what's his name? The SNL guy who dated
Alec
Ariana
Baldwin.
Grande.
Okay.
The SNL guy is not Alec Baldwin. There are like 80 different people who would come before Alec Baldwin.
What? He's like the biggest SNL
But he's so known. If I was going to say Alec Baldwin, I would have said a million other things than the SNL guy. Yeah, that's right.
You've got nothing on my Baldwin experience.
What? Pete Davidson.
See the guy who's got the weird, like, wimpy eyes? Who's like, meh?
Maybe.
See, if it is him, I'm a genius.
But, and it was from Judd Apatow. That one looked really good.
It is him!
Yeah.
Look, the weird eyes.
So I would have wanted to see that. Also, The Invisible Man I've heard is good. What about you? What are you saying?
I really want to watch, genuinely, no joke, Unhinged.
Fair.
But also Birds of Prey.
And The Devil All the Time, I think, would be a good one for you.
Yeah. And there's so many movies I have to watch. Also, is Wonder Woman out now?
No, it comes out today, the day this is going up. Best George is the final one.
Raymond Smith.
What's Dwayne Johnson in no movies this year?
That can't be.
Also, Jesus Christ, these last two podcasts have been absolutely incoherent. This is my train of thought. I hope they're so enjoyable, but I've just realized that we're just randomly rambling for most of this. But hopefully it's still good.
2020, Taylor Swift the man. No way he's in that. Dwayne Johnson voice. He plays himself?
Nice. Well, that goes to that then. And finally, best Tom Cnews. So, this is going to be not up to date at all, but let's see if there's any Tom Cruise news. Tom Cruise.
Well, is this the new Tom Cruise, or is this like the best of the year?
Oh, that's good.
Tom Cruise 2020.
What did he do this year? Well, it's all going to be about this COVID thing.
We'll have to go back to every single pod we've done this year and listen back.
Is Tom Cruise in a relationship 2020? Who's Tom Cruise dating? Star and That 70s Show actress, who both practice Scientology. Well, there you go. Were rumored to be dating last year, and it's now been revealed that they've been seeing each other ever since.
Well, who is this? Laura Prepon.
Prepon?
Who's Prepon? Wait, I swear I've seen her before. Oh,
She's
what's she in?
that
What's she
70s
in?
show. The girl on the train.
Where have I seen her?
Slackers. Probably House. You're a huge House fan.
I am a huge House fan. That guy. That's what you're known as in the street. Whenever they're talking about the weird creep. Yeah, who's that guy?
Well, good for Cruise, I guess. He's dating someone. Anyway, that's the Tom. Did we even say time for the Tom Cnews? It. All right.
Tom Cnews.
So, thank you very much for listening to this end of year episode. Hope you enjoyed
Christmas.
it.
Well, there'll be one more out before the end of year, won't there?
No, this is December 25th. So, and I do want to say also, want to have a little nice end of year message here, just to kind of wrap it up. But so yeah, this year we brought back the pod because we finally were able to. And I just want to say thank you, everyone. Thank you to the pod community for a great year.
Yeah,
honestly,
always.
like all jokes aside, the support really
it is heartwarming. It's really really nice.
Really
also,
means a lot.
it's also we love doing this. You know,
I don't know. I think this is why this is such a beautiful thing, because it's something we really love doing, and it's something that people
Others
enjoy listening to and makes people happy. And I don't know, that just really means a lot to me, especially in a year that's been so tough for a lot of people. I am really happy if we were kind of able to, be a little bit of fun in an otherwise kind of rough year. So thank you everyone for a great year. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
God, it's gotten so real at the end. Just put a picture of Unhinged up at the end.
And we'll be back next week, baby.
1st of January.
Boom. Get ready. So, also here are the announcements and such, I guess. Actually, should we put that before this really wholesome message? Oh, because I don't know if people listen to the announcements and such. Anyway, it was either before or after this. But real quick, BHL from the future here. We actually don't have any announcements and such this week because we were not able to call for that, unfortunately. But we will be back with it. We will have them next week. I know there'll be a pod next week. So yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you very much for listening. You can find me on YouTube, BHL Hudson, Instagram, Twitter, BHL_Hudson. You can email the pod at bhlhudsonvids@gmail.com.
You can find me on Instagram at fdalgard. You can find me on Twitter at FDK_Daltsneimer, and you can find me on YouTube at FDK Space Gaming.
Thank you very much for listening, and we will see you next year.
Merry Christmas.
Nice. Good touch.
Good touch, right?